Cosmodore, a cartoon reviewer who used to pull millions upon millions of views on YouTube a few years ago. Keywords in that sentence being a few years ago. Cosmodore, he was a former YouTube titan, but as many of us may know by this point, everybody's favorite animation YouTuber Cosmodore, his public image has morphed from famous to infamous. Considering that the lore behind Cosmodore's misdeeds is rather extensive, I am going to be creating a timeline of the events and briefly summarizing them. If you want to go and watch an incredibly well-made summary of this entire situation though, I really recommend you go have a look at this video by a guy called aMac. It's incredibly detailed and really well made, so if you want to delve down the Cosmodore rabbit hole, this should be your first stop. Before we get into this video though, I do just want to say that if you enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see some more from me, be sure to subscribe. If you want to join a community of people who watch my videos, be sure to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. If you want to see me play some video games, or if you just want to go have a look at some memes, be sure to have a look at my Twitch channel and my second channel. And if you're really feeling generous, become a member, like these wonderful individuals. Our first stop on the Cosmodore timeline is 2019. 2019, it was quite the interesting year. Games like Sekiro and Jedi Fallen Order were blessing our screens, and Cosmodore, who was 19 at the time, was releasing videos that were getting millions of views. Life, all in all, it was going pretty well for our good friend Cosmo. So of course he had to go and mess it up just a little bit. Cosmodore, he decided that he wanted to get involved with the girl who made his art for him. Oh, did I mention she was 15? For a while though, this whole scandal, it flew under the radar quite a bit, though that all changed in December of that year. On the 11th of December, Cosmodore created this brilliant, not flawed at all, 100% genuine, I promise, since deleted confession. Of course, this confession was incredibly flawed, but this confession, it was the least of Cosmodore's worries. In July 2020, Cosmodore decided that he was going to, once again, address the situation, but this time not on Twitter, in a community post. The damage, it had already been done though. His friends decided that they don't really want to be associated with a guy like this, so they left, and then all hell broke loose. On the 31st of July, a creator by the name of Daft Pina released this incredibly damning video, which affected Cosmodore quite a bit.
Bro, I can record stories again, this is sick. Yo.
After this whole thing, Cosmodore, he left the internet, but as I'm sure we all know by this point, when a YouTuber says they're gonna leave the internet, well, they aren't gone for long, are they? 2 months later, Cosmodore returned with this video, which initially started by him addressing the situation again, but now the intro is different because copyright. Cosmodore then released a response called A Proper Response, and then he released another response called Defending Myself, and here we are today. Wouldn't you know it, there's another response. 5 days ago, our good friend Cosmodore decided to, once again, address the situation, but this response, it's a lot different from the others. This response, it isn't a response at all, actually. It's a confession. Now, this response, I was gonna read it all out for this segment in this video, but one of my good friends Tiredcast has actually created a dramatic reading of this entire thing already. Considering that he's already done this, I'm gonna be using his reading for this section. So if you enjoy this dramatic reading and want to see more from Tiredcast, be sure to have a look at his channel, which will be in the description.
Hey everyone, I hope you're well. I'm sorry to reach out to you under such circumstances, but I'm trying to make a point here to be honest and upfront with you all as possible, and I don't want to make myself seem like a better person than I am. I take no pride in what happened last year, and I was genuinely hoping that this would be a wake-up call for me not to do anything reckless like that again, to set healthy boundaries between myself and my audience and focus on what I said that I would be doing. Getting better. But unfortunately, for as much as I wanted to make myself believe that I was stable and had it all figured out, I was really just lying to myself because I prioritized having a platform than anything else. Not to get into specifics here out of respect for the other person, but something happened with someone underage recently that very much made me relapse and is basically a repeat of what happened a few years ago, except it got really sexual this time. I thought I was smarter than this, I really did, but I clearly need a lot more time to reflect on the power dynamics that are in place between creators and their viewers, and that this is a pattern that just can't be broken within a matter of few months. It's learned behavior that I continue to be in denial about it in spite of everything that happened, and I know that if this keeps going on, more people are gonna get hurt. The only responsible thing for me to do at this time is to remove my presence on the internet for the time being, continue going to therapy, and find out why I keep falling into these self-destructive cycles and how to stop them for my sake of around people around me. This is bigger than a YouTube channel, and I need to stop clinging on to the past. I'm sorry for disappointing you all with this. I'm sorry if you felt lied to or betrayed, and I know I don't earn your trust after this. I don't know if this will change with time, but either way, I'm not gonna upload anything onto this channel in the foreseeable future. While I appreciate the concern, please don't try to reach out to me or anyone else involved with me in past or present. There are no excuses for this, and I need to stop defending my actions because it's just gonna normalize them not only to myself but you as well, and that is incredibly irresponsible for me. If the person affected wishes for me to clarify on what happened, I will edit this post to reflect on this information. This is goodbye for now. Thank you for your support over the last few years. It will not go unappreciated.
Look, I don't have to waffle on about why getting explicit with a minor is incredibly bad. Everybody in their right mind knows that it is. To really put it into perspective, however, when the initial situation took place, Cosmodore, he was 19. Considering that this new incident, it happened just the other day, that means that Cosmo, he would now be 20 to 22 years old. This new situation then, it's even worse than the old one. But the whole age gap and obvious disgusting behavior are merely two of my many problems with this confession. To keep my problems somewhat brief, firstly, this whole thing is filled with so much self-pity. Guys, I'm sorry, I thought I was smarter. As much as I thought I was stable and had it all figured out, I was just lying to myself. Look, I know I did something bad, but look at how sad I am. Don't you feel bad for me? Please, feel bad for me. This is the most disingenuous, manipulative thing I have ever read. This whole confession, it's structured in such a way to make the reader feel sorry for Cosmodore. It isn't even structured as a genuine apology. It's structured as an, my demons have returned type statement. Secondly, Cosmodore, he's trying to shift the blame onto power dynamics as a whole. Now, I know that a manipulative power dynamic could have been implemented in this situation, but this isn't a creators as a whole power dynamic situation. This situation is solely a Cosmodore power dynamic situation, because this new situation, it stems from Cosmodore's actions alone. All in all then, this entire Cosmodore situation, it's incredibly messy. Though within all the chaos and the noise, there is one prevailing theme: responding. Since this is the case, it filled me with one main question. That question being, this section is purely speculation, as the only person who truly knows why Cosmodore loves to respond so much is Cosmodore himself. That being said, however, it's not like we can't come up with some theories about this prevailing theme. These theories, though, they are just theories, so don't see them as concrete, however plausible they may sound. In an attempt to gain some understanding, I came up with 3 theories. Firstly, Cosmodore, he believes he did nothing wrong at all. After all, he did make a video titled Defending Myself, where he tries to downplay his actions and, as the title implies, defend himself. And it's not like he stopped uploading videos after this whole thing first came out either. His last video was uploaded relatively recently, 3 weeks ago to be exact. If this is the case and Cosmodore truly feels that he's innocent, he may feel hard done by all the people making videos on him and may only see them as people trying to end his career for no valid reason. This theory, it also plays into the tone of his recent statement. This whole thing, it was structured as a manipulative woe is me pity party. This manipulative tone, it may not even be intentional though. This may actually be how Cosmodore truly feels. And all of the I'm sorry stuff in the confession, it may just be him playing a PR game. That, or he's being manipulative on purpose in order to manipulate those who don't have a full grasp on the situation. He may be doing this in order to portray himself as something that he isn't. If we scroll through the comments on his recent video, we can see that some people may not even know about this situation. If Cosmodore truly feels that he didn't do anything wrong, then Cosmodore, in the nicest way I can put it, is delusional. Secondly, by this point, this is what Cosmodore is known for. And I'm pretty sure that he knows this too. Since this is the case, Cosmodore, in a last-ditch effort to remain in the public eye, he may be responding so much on purpose. He may be addicted to publicity and will do anything to remain, and I hate to use this term, relevant. No matter how disastrous the consequences may be. He wants to have people talking about him, like they did so many moons ago, and all of us making videos on him is giving him exactly what he wants. This theory plays into the concept of any publicity is good publicity, as no matter what people have to say about you, your name is still getting out there. Which could then lead to people searching up your channel solely to leave a mean comment, thus giving the video they left that comment on a view. If this theory is true and Cosmodore is responding so much in order to get a reaction out of people, well then he's getting everything he could ever dream of. My third and final theory, which is kind of a development on both of the theories beforehand, is that Cosmodore, he may be addicted to YouTube success. To be successful on YouTube, you have to get views and overall growth, which is something Cosmodore used to get, and a lot of it. But now put yourself in the shoes of somebody who used to get millions of views, but now you barely get over 100,000. No matter who you are, this would affect anybody. So what if Cosmodore is responding so much because he feels that if he does so, he'll somehow recapture his past success? He may be manipulating his audience in a last-ditch effort to get them to watch his videos, to feel sorry for him, to help him find success again. If he feels that he did nothing wrong, but he's seeing his numbers decline rapidly, of course he would be trying to recapture his past success, by any means necessary. He may be responding so much in the hopes that everything will just go away and go back to normal. But this, it isn't the case. Unfortunately, the internet, it doesn't forget. So whether he likes it or not, his past glory, it's long gone. With all that being said, I do just want to say that if you're hearing this right now, thanks for making it this far into the video. What do you think of Cosmodore? Do you think any of my theories might be correct? Or do you have your own theory as to why Cosmodore loves to respond so much? If so, I would really like to hear it, so please be sure to leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.